Hi, this is Sandra King with your weekend challenge, and as we're going into December in Britain, I thought about Snowman. It's funny where your inspiration comes from. I saw a number 8 and it reminded me that in golf a number 8 is known as a snowman because it makes the shape of a snowman. Perhaps I'll show you that better against my black. So that's the shape we're going to make. We're going to make the snowman shape. So quite obviously we're going to do the jack and the first ball onto the jack to make our snowman. So that's the easy one to start with. So make a snowman by getting your first ball to touch the jack so that you've got that snowman shape on the court. And then I thought I'd think about how we can make that easier or harder for different people. So it may well be that actually you've had difficulty getting that level of accuracy. So we can start with a bigger target. So this time it doesn't matter where the thrown ball comes to. It might make a snowman with the jack, but actually it might make it with the blue either side as well. Any one of those will do to make your snowman. And gradually you can take a ball away, try again until you're ready to do it with only one ball. The other thing that's going to make it easier or harder is to bring the jack ball forward. You're going to have to throw your jack ball, by the way. So throw it forward so it's closer to you, or make it harder by getting that jack ball to come further away from where you are. And the technique we're going to use to try and get the jack ball and the first ball to go to the same place to make that snowman where they touch each other is simply going to be trying to use your technical process and repeat. So if you don't know what a technical process is, it's really repeating the exact same actions to get the exact same results. So what are you doing? How are you sitting on your chair? How did you set up? How did you prepare for your shot? How did you deliver and follow through? So, pushing on to some slightly harder challenges with snowmen. How many of these could you do in a row? So each time it's quite all right to throw the same jack and first ball. So throw out your jack, throw out your first ball. That one has bounced away, so it doesn't count because the snowman has to connect at the neck. So we'll try again, and we've made a snowman. So can I make that 2 in a row? Can I make it 3 in a row, 4 in a row, 5 in a row, etc. But always using your jack and the ball that you use as your first ball. We can then take that slightly different. We can alternate it between jack and blue ball and jack and red ball. And then the hardest challenge of all is how many snowmen can you make in a row? So I mean in a row of time as opposed to a row across the table. So you can use your jack and your usual first ball for the first one, but then you've got to use up the rest of your set of balls. So you've got to choose 2 balls of opposing colours that have got the same qualities, maybe the same feel, etc., and try and make another snowman. And then use 2 more, and so on. And I suspect at some point you'll get to having quite a hard ball. If you've got a knockoff ball, putting 2 hard balls together is going to be incredibly difficult to do. So you might think about changing that. It could be that you use your soft ball as the snowman's head, and then you make a harder ball, really lay into that soft ball so that you can get as many snowmen as possible in time sequence without making a mistake. So that last one's really, really hard challenge. Really interested to know how some of you do. So please do post some results underneath this. Thanks a lot. Have fun. Bye.